Are we alive? Are you guys here? Hey. Wow. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you guys that are alive. We all have moms, and you might even be one. So this is your day. And it's also Sunday. And it's a day to be working in the studios along with you guys. And I'm hoping that we not only get a lot of work done here, but also perhaps you guys will be getting your stuff done too, working alongside us. Let us take a moment to say hello to Jay in View Rock Hounding. James is here. Awesome to see you. Papa's Gems is also here. Thank you for coming, you guys. And hey, Jay, or rather, I'm sorry, Jeff. If you want into this crowd, then I will send you a link if you would like. I'm trying to think of where I would reach you, and we have the Silverback. Hey, from the other side of the planet, how you doing? Hey, it's already Monday where you're hanging out. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some studio stuff in here. My microphone is being super wonky, but I've got a slightly different setup than how we usually get together because I'm planning on getting some work done. You see, the microscope is up in my face because I was setting some gems earlier. We've got a bracelet that we're working on back there, and we have some people that are joining us for this open studio. And so we're gonna have a studio jam, y'all. And so I can send you the link on the Discord. Well, Jeff, I will do so. That would be awesome if you want to pop it in here. And oh, and Rufo is going to forward him the link. You guys are so fantastic. Thank you for being part of my appendages, since mine seem to be full here. So we are going to be working on stuff, and let's get our first participant up here on the stage. We've got Ma holding it down on the purpley bluish disc. How you doing, Ma?
I'm good.
What
Just,
you working on?
working away.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, I've got this little moss agate. I'm not sure where it's from, uh, but it's pretty. And I've got a little predate moss thunder egg. Sorry, not sorry. That I cut open.
That is so cool.
And yeah, just working on those.
I love obnoxious moss.
Yeah, me too.
That is so great.
I'm a
All right.
fan.
So we're going to be watching along with that, and we also have some other participants that are going to be up in here. One of them, it looks like, is not on camera right this second, so I'll wait until she. Hold on a minute. Yes, she is. Whoa. She's all over the place too. She's making magic. She's hitting all these yoga poses sideways and vertical.
Oop. And then I tried to drop you guys. It's like Vogue up in here. Like, I don't know
Right.
yeah, how's that thing go? Yeah.
She's striking a pose and she's checking gravity for us. Awesome. And what you got going on there?
I'm going to be running some stuff through the big saw, so I'll be in and out. Muted and then in and out.
All right, you're jumping in and out of the saw.
Yes, we will be together jumping in and out of the saw.
Wee. Okay. And happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day, moms.
Yeah, to all y'all with the moms and our moms as well. And we've got Patricia's Creations is up in here as well. Good to see you. And Brenda Bloom, good to see you. Thank you for coming. And I've got Tom Cat Josh roaming around in here too. I hope that you're doing well, spanning the globe and finding all the rocks and fish and doing all the things. And so we've got some more participants coming. They will be trickling on in on this auspicious holiday that we have going on here. Oh man, we've got Steinkerning going on already. Hold on.
Hold on.
Yes. let us raise the mugs for the
Mhm.
moms.
Cheers
And
to
Oh man, I
moms.
don't have anything to drink. I should remedy that.
Yes, you should.
you need
Cheers.
cheers to everyone with moms and those of you who are them. To you. We're going to be staying hydrated on this Monday. And like
Or
I
even
said, we're going to be
Sunday.
working. I mean, Sunday. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go hang out with Silverback in the future.
Perfect.
I'm already there. um, who knows? Maybe when some of the folks are watching this, it'll be accurate. So
There
it's
you go.
Monday somewhere. It's kind of like how it's
Very
always
true.
also drink a clock. And we have a feral Rufotris running around here in
Hello.
the live as well. Look at you and your pretties.
Aw.
You got bling.
Yeah, I got mouth bling.
You totally do.
Mostly.
How you doing, man?
All right, it's a little bit sore, but overall, like only a small amount of relearning how to talk. Oh, don't mind my extreme lapidary mess here.
Oh, we love extreme lapidary messes. The messier the better, for sure.
Yeah. Before I show any further, can anyone guess what color I got?
Silver.
Nope. I mean, for the metal, yes.
Purple.
I almost went purple, but I chose pearlescent because it was like kind of opaly, and I was like, yeah, we'll go pearlescent. I wish it was a little more shiny and sparkly. I was like, give me the sparkles, do it.
Yes,
Nice.
awesome. All right.
Anyway, yeah, I'm
Good
gonna
choice.
dop something up and see how fast I can work a stone today, maybe from start to finish here. So
Excellent.
get the
Rufotris
chat
is
popped up.
going to be the doppelganger this evening for all of us, showing us how to dop. Because you know what? Actually, dopping is an art form. I don't know if anybody in here would argue with me necessarily, but
You know,
it go ahead.
yeah, no, sorry, I didn't mean to step in. Yeah, I agree. It is with the wax especially.
Yeah. I mean, knowing where to dop on the stone, knowing how to dop it so it stays on the dop. I mean, there's like a lot of I mean mastery probably more so than art necessarily, but it really helps to do it right. So you don't like have to chase stones around your studio. So
Yeah,
I'd
well, on
probably
that note, I'm gonna have to admit something, which is I've actually stopped using the wax, and I did about 40 dops, all with UV resin,
Oh yeah.
That's
and
my
I haven't had
Yeah.
a single one pop off on the wheel, not one. And
Yep.
this was that recommendation of Ma, and it's really easy. You pop it in the hot water, and a razor blade just scrapes it right off, and it just peels right out of it. It's so
Yep.
amazing, way better than the wax.
I concur,
Yeah.
sir.
It wax works well with some things and not at all with other things. I stopped using wax on sunstones a few years ago, and actually Theo told me about the Bondic, which is the UV resin, and that is like a little dab of CA and then Bondic on the that the UV resin on the dop is what I do for sunstones because they can totally have a hatred for wax. I think it's something about like how hot they get or something like that. They just
Yeah.
fall off.
Just
I
don't
don't know.
like
They're
it.
like especially slippery.
Mm-hmm.
They really are.
Yeah. Yeah, they're slippery little hoodlums
Like
that
when
you
I was
gotta
looking at
wrangle.
one on Rufos and we were doing the drop count, I was like, this isn't fair. My
Right?
stone is slippery.
My
Totally.
motor pooped out.
Your motor pooped?
Yeah, it's taking a little nap. It's taking a nap.
Oh
It got
no.
overheated.
I know it's hot in here. We got so much going on, it couldn't handle it.
Nope.
All right. And we've got the lava bison here in the house. Good to see you. And Kid Curry. Yay. It's good to see you too. Thank you for coming. We've got that opal guy. Oh, hail to the king. And it's all beautiful. And freeform lapidary. And okay. Excellent. one of the folks that we were going to have up here was the Caleb, and we will hopefully see ya. And otherwise, I hope that the impromptu plans are some super duper fun ones. I hope that everybody is having a great time. And Opal Guy is saying hot water A. And I would say, yeah, hot water A, or I use acetone. And sometimes with how tight that the bondic holds on to the sunstones, and I have to use that with the fire opals as well. I don't like introducing heat from the dops with wax to the fire opal because they don't need to be cajoled to fracture any more than they already do. So I use the Bondic with CA, and then I give them an acetone bath. And sometimes it will take like 6 hours for them to come off of those dops. So it
dang.
takes some long, but I would much rather wait a long time to see the stone than for it to fall off prematurely. So I'm so good with
absolutely.
that. It looks like we might have lost the Rufotris there for a second. Oh, nope, there he goes.
So I can't find my other tripod mount. I'm just running around looking for my tripod mount to switch my camera over. I just found it. There we go.
Yeah.
I was going to let everyone here / in the chat choose which stone I speed polish today.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. Keep us updated, get my attention when it's time to give you the center stage. And I would like to ask Opal Guy, what kind of dopping do you like to do if you dop with those opals? Because like I was just saying with the fire opals, I do not like dopping with heat. And you see Justin from Black Opal Direct just like as easy as pie, putting all of those opals through the test with the flame and the dopping of the hot wax. But I am of weaker constitution with the application of fire to any opal substance. And so I would love to hear what you've got to say. And Opal Guy is talking about having difficulty with Ethian opening opals. Oh my. There was a stamp in my mouth there for the letters. Ethiopian opals and super glue. So yeah, I'd love to hear what your solution is for that, like literal solution. Because I'll bet you it's not a solid. Dangerous yammering is going to happen, I'm afraid, today. It's already it's already off to a real good start. And Opal Guy is saying, I have chipped more than one opal trying to get them off. Yeah, that's why the long acetone bath. Same with the Ethiopians that I've worked. And so therefore they hang out until they fall off of their own accord. I have chipped one opal by trying to take it off the dop instead of letting it fall off the dop. And I swore to myself I would never, ever speed up the process, which is so hard. I have to sit on my hands because I want to see, that gratification. Yeah. And we've got that Opal Guy saying wax for everything but them willows. Okay, thank you. Maybe I'll get a little a little more daring. Mick Jagger, he's a stone, right? Yeah. But he's like one of those slippery loose stones too, man. I'm telling you.
That's for sure.
Right? Donahue Labs, good to see you, Patrick. It always catches me off guard when Black Opal Direct puts the opals basically directly over the flame, right? Doesn't that make your skin crawl backwards? Like,
it does. I've always been a little scared of that. And I took one that had like no flash, the Ethiopian opal, and I put it in the flame. And I actually noticed it started to dry out before I noticed anything happen. And I had to like really heat it up before it actually cracked. It was interesting.
Oh my gosh, you heated it until it cracked?
But yeah, it was a Ethiopian that had like no color in it at all. It's just a little bit of a jelly opal. And I was like, you know what? sacrifice it for science.
You
Nice.
are a better man than me. I have trouble, like, it's just against my grain to probably even experimental, sad little guys. Like, I can't kill you. I want to, but I can't. All right. So what do we see in here?
All right. So we got a few options today. This one is interesting. I might need to raise my light a little bit. Hold on. Let's give it a touch.
Kingsley North Dop wax is the best wax I've used for cabs. Which color is that? I like the dark green.
Yeah, I like the dark green too.
Ooh, yes, that one.
Ooh, that one.
That one.
That one. That one.
Yeah, this one had a flat polish on it. It was like a big flat polish slab that someone cut up into pieces.
Yep, time
It's
for a
really
dome.
pretty.
Okay.
Pretty on both sides.
That opal guy says
Ooh.
James Bond. Yes, that is a very strong Bond. I hear it's like an 7, actually.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
joke. Yeah, sorry. Keep going. Keep
No,
going,
you're good. I
Rufo.
want to know all these things because I'm trying to get more into the different bonding things to try and like backing and the JB weld for backing cabs.
Right, exactly. Yeah, the steel sticker or whatever, the metal JB weld is what Jahik likes on that one, and I'm still looking for some. They don't like to stock it in all of Newport. So
That's why they have Amazon.
Dino.
Right?
Yeah, I know, right? Ah,
This
is
is
this
really
a
flashy.
buy local thing? But yeah, that one's pretty good looking too. But I'm carrying cray cray right now, so I'm a little biased. But I'll
Yeah,
let
and then
y'all weigh in.
picture stone.
Nah, they're all good, but come on.
Right. I know. I shouldn't have shown the best one first.
Ooh, I do likes me some rhyolite though. That's
Yeah.
nice. If there wasn't cray cray, I might go like
There is
the
cray cray.
rhyolite is dynamite, but
This one I thought had a really good eyeball in it. I thought about cutting out like a small eyeball for like a ring. Maybe as another piece I have. And then some poppy jasper. This one was also really cool.
That was
oh
pretty cool.
yeah. That's the second. Like that's the close second
Yeah.
for me. And it
I'm with
isn't
you.
all about me today, but I do seem to be talking a lot. So
No, this one I was like
It's
one of the
supposed
last
to. You're
ones I
the
just
host.
pulled out. I saw it in there. I was like, oh, you know what? That one's kind of a winner. I kind of want to
Yeah,
do
that
that
was
one too.
amazing.
I love what's so fun about the crazy lace is that it keeps on changing while you're working on it. So it's like a constant mood ring while you're going down through the polishing stages, you know?
Yeah, look at how those
Mhm.
orbs change. Some of them are hollow. There's some slight inclusions in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
awesome.
red to kind of white. That deep color in there, that's pretty. Ooh, the contrast right there, that's a nice contrast.
Yeah, that's going to be a ripper. All right, Lava Bison is saying bone. We have a vote for bone.
Did he see this one? Was he like looking away?
Mutt is suggesting you check yourself, Lava Bison. But
See,
I'm just
I could have
kidding.
changed Muz's mind. I just have to probably pull out the rutile.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
okay. No, see,
She
put
just
that
wants you to
in my
put that in
box.
the mail. Yeah, put it in
That
the
in
Yeah. Yeah,
this one.
okay. I think that it's like, yeah, the rutile, yeah, but I think as far as like what would be fun for everybody to watch you doing, I think it would be, oh, come on, dude.
You said you needed a clear slab. This one
Rutile
is like,
empty right now.
this one's super
Oh.
clear with a big chunk here with like no rutile. I don't know if that's big enough for what you needed.
Yeah.
She would love to try.
Well, I might just have to send that to Ma then.
You're the best.
Ooh, score.
No, he knows that I'm looking for some clear. I'm having trouble with sourcing clear quartz for, capping things and also for backing things, and I need it really bad. And it's almost, I just can't find it online. I can't find it, and so he's trying to help me out. He said he might have a few pieces and has a friend who might have some too. So thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're watching the chat, Ma, but Lava Bison has invited you to muffle it, Ma. So, just so you know.
Oh, heyo. That's pretty
I
funny.
need to
Well
pull up the
Yeah.
chat
Pretty
now.
funny.
Not bad.
Don't let that one catch
Bison
on,
is on the
please.
board. Bing. Yeah.
Don't tell husband about that one.
Okay.
Oh. Musbin doesn't watch these, right?
No, husband's working.
Okay.
So who do we have here anyway? We got Jahik, Kid Curry, Lava Bison, Opal Guy, Josh. What's up, y'all?
Patrick.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. We've got
As
some lurkers
Patricia-
who have their
Opal.
hands busy for sure. I think Patricia was up there. We had did you say Kid Curry? We've got James was in here before. Of course, Jeff might be swooping in like live and in person any minute now. And that Opal guy says Melissa will flex her muscles. Watch out, Bison.
Heyo.
Okay. Ma, since you're the professional on this, I need to ask you. I'm gonna guess the
Okay.
UV resin's not gonna stick to that because that is way too polished.
Oh, it
right?
absolutely will. It will stick.
Really?
It'll stick, and I will say that if there's anything that where it might pop off, that would be it. But I've successfully dopped because like I dop everything I work on as I go through the discs. Not these ones because they're not faceted. Or I mean, I'm sorry, these ones are easy enough. I don't need to do it. But I'm usually putting the dop on the back and then doming the front. And as I go through all the discs, I'm popping it off to polish the back. And when I'm on 3000, I'm still able to dop and it's fine.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I haven't ever done one from start to finish like that, so you'll have to see. But it should be fine. And I
Or
guess
I'll
if you
cheat
don't
really
want to,
quick. I'll ref it up a
if you
little.
don't want to, yeah, you could rough it up if you're not worried about it being a polished back at the end of it.
No, and often even with the ones I dop, I'll just pop it off later and then polish the back by hand.
Right. But I mean, you might as well try it, right? Because if it's going to pop off, I mean, it may not pop off. Like I said, I've never had it happen. I just haven't had to go through the entire thing with it being that polished from the beginning.
Yeah, there. It's not much,
Really.
but I roughed it up. That'll definitely let it grip, I guess. Give it a little extra grip there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be so cool. And Lava Bison says, what's Musbin's contact info so I can avoid it? Just, yeah.
What? I miss him.
What?
That was a good one.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry about
Okay.
it. Okay, dokie. How is that going on over there, by the way, Ma? How, is that... Oh, look, it's the brown. You've made it to the brown.
Yeah, these ones, like this shape, I can do really quick because it's just the only thing I really have to pay attention to is getting the crease, like the, for lack of a better word, the crease lines out of here from doing this back and forth.
Right.
And so then I just have to get that off of each corner, and then it's so I can go through these ones pretty quick with this shape.
Awesome. Can we see that up close? Mr. Chubby Hubby just got here, and a few other people probably didn't see this at the front of the show. Look at that, y'all. That's some super wavy gravy. I love it.
Yeah, she's pretty.
And where did you say this was from?
This is a Friday Thunder Egg.
Right
Well, it's not a Thunder Egg anymore.
Right. Thunder
Sorry,
gut.
not sorry.
Yeah, egg yolks.
It's a Thunder
whatever.
Gut. It's a Thunder Gut. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. It's an egg yolk agate.
Yeah, I love the yolks from Friday. Like that's pretty much how most of my Fridays end up. Unfortunately, for those of you who are great enthusiasts of leaving the rhyolite on, I usually peel the eggshells and just leave yolkages. All right, and we have. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's just some of the best, prettiest, wispiest moss there is. I can't leave it alone.
Yes. Yeah, I would say
I get it. Like
bloom,
Thunder Eggs are beautiful. They are. They really are. But I just look at them and I'm like, man, how many earrings are behind that face polish?
Yep. Yeah, I know. Cut it, cut it. Like, how many slabs can you get off of that thunder egg? Yeah, get it. Okay, and we've got Mr. Jeff in the
Hey.
house. How you doing?
Yay!
Howdy.
Woo!
Hi,
I
Jeff.
figure out how to. Can I turn this? No.
Yeah, no, hold it sideways for a sec. Just leave it sideways and it should go. It just sometimes takes a moment. No? Are you on the
Nope.
app or are
On
you
my
on
head.
Safari or the app?
I don't know. I just followed the link. I clicked the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
Usually it's
so
just doing.
what are you up to today, Jeff? What you gonna work on?
Well, I've got a plethora of stuff I could work on. I just before I came in, I went ahead and cut a couple pieces, couple slabs of the Somerville lace.
Oh, yes,
Ooh.
more lace. Yes. I'm so excited.
So I thought because it's not as hard, I thought I might cut this. I mean, it's really, I just found a
Man,
really
that's
good
pretty.
piece.
Oh, that is so awesome. Yes. Yeah, we were just talking about how much we love watching the lace agates get cut.
So on the
So,
outside, it was like this, and I started grinding down on it a little bit, and I thought, well, that looks like it'd make a pretty cab. So I cut it, and then it was like this on the inside.
uh-huh.
It's even better.
Yeah, and a few moods in between. So which side are you going to cut from?
And
What's
then
the
I cut
bottom?
this slab, which is even better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
got
can't go wrong.
one really good eye there.
Yeah.
Wow,
You know,
that's
this
cool.
stuff changes so much by the time you're done, doming the cab and getting everything shaped out that, it's kind of just like running into the dark. You just don't know.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not, though, if I can't get this to turn sideways.
We can always watch you in the
sideways
vert.
and I'll go upside down.
You
How's
can
that
you
make
can
sense?
maybe see if you can get it lined up the other way and then come back.
I was gonna say, or hold it more horizontal because it's pointing up towards your ceiling. Like hold it straight out in front of you sideways. Give it that straight tilt. No? Wow. Weird. That's how I tilt mine.
I've got it
It should
perfectly
just auto
straight,
turn.
level with my face.
Yeah, it should just auto turn. That's really weird.
And I've
Tom
even got
said,
a mount set up to where, and that's not.
"Oh, I see what you're saying. It's not going to work right on the mount."
Well, it's
Tomcat
it's not
Josh
working
says,
right, period. So.
"Do number 3." Yeah, sometimes when if you leave StreamYard and you start over, setting your camera, before you come onto stage, like it'll ask you like what camera options and stuff like that. If you set it, then it will, it'll be in the way that
Yeah.
you want it to, like before you go into the actual hit the link. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
It'll
try to come
ask
back.
you
Be
settings.
looking for me.
Okie dokie, will do. 10-4. And we're back to this is what AI thinks our studios look like, guys. Isn't that nice?
It's just like a photograph of my studio.
Right?
How'd you get that, Karen?
I was sneaking around your yard, hanging out with the school kids and whatnot.
Nice.
And we'll peek over at Allison really quick here. Oh, it's not letting me drag that over. Why not? We'll do this. Oh, that's just that. And that's just us over there.
I swear they changed some stuff with recent settings. I was having issues with the controls the last stream. I was like, what is going on?
Oh, yeah. Do you have the scenes over to the left-hand side?
Yeah, they added it over there now.
And they're not easy. They're not user friendly. They
Right.
are totally, it's a relearn your whole everything. It's
Right, I'm already paying you so much money. I don't want to relearn it every few months.
yeah, exactly. Can you make it just a tiny bit more user friendly, please? Yeah, and so we're looking at some heavy grit. Where are you starting with this project, Rufo?
Oh, I had my 60 grit wheel on actually. I don't know that I need that. I'm gonna probably start on my 180 because this piece is already shaped.
like my skin actually had a visceral reaction to when you said 60. Like I can just feel the finger flesh just going away.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that
Yeah.
out. I mean, I probably would have
Later,
noticed when I went to start, but
Clear as mud, Karen. Yes. I do that. I'm so good at that. And we have Kirk here in the house. Good to see you. I wish we all had that much space, right? That would be a great studio for ceramicists as well. And cheers to you, Kirk, with the tsunami mug. Always a pleasure.
I'm gonna be just a minute because I'm gonna go fill up my water and dump my water bucket because I've got like 2.5 gallons of water in here, so I gotta go empty that out real quick before I fill
That
it more.
sounds such like a good plan. And so yeah, I have to share. I have a regular kind of like a kitchen or bathroom style garbage bin in my studio to catch the water instead of buckets right now for like the saw water and my cab machine water. But I don't know if anybody has ever filled up a like standard garbage, like a kitchen garbage bin full of
Oh
water.
my goodness.
Yeah,
You
not
could.
only is it
I wouldn't be able to move it.
it's so heavy and I'm not supposed to lift
Yeah.
anything. I'm like, that wasn't like the most brilliant plan, Karen. Now
No.
what are you gonna do? I ended up bailing, like getting a
Yeah.
small bucket and actually having to bail the water out of it. But like I
Yeah.
don't think that that's the smartest plan. So like those of you setting up studio, it seems like a great idea to have a large water receptacle until it's full of water.
Until
So
you have
things
to
with
empty it.
handles.
Yeah. Yeah. The
I just
bucket
figured
is
that out
what I
for
do. It.
everybody. Yeah.
My bucket. I put about as much water in my little cooler I keep my water in as will fit in the bucket so that I don't overflow.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh, and
Like I
there,
fill the bucket and then dump it in
uh-huh.
that.
Yeah, that's a great plan. We've got the Jeff O-view here. And we don't mind seeing the side
Nope.
view on
Not at all.
this because actually when you hold up the stone, it's still just the stone. And so it's okay if the
Yeah.
wheels are spinning on the right side. No big deal. This is going to be super fun to watch you do.
Yes, it is.
Which side should I do?
That's
Top
exciting.
and bottom?
That one.
Flip
Top.
her over. I don't know.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
I was thinking just trying to make a sort of a triangle with this at the very top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't
That's
look like
actually
those
really
divots
cool.
are very deep. What do you think as far as the way this material behaves? Do you think that those pockets are very deep, Jeff? Because if they are, you should probably just do the other side.
They're
Oh.
not that deep, no, but I don't know if I want to ground down through them.
Yeah, because you'd kind of have to otherwise. And so maybe the other side by default, because it doesn't have any inclusions that you have to worry about, right?
That's just a little bit of dirt inside there right now.
Oh, if it's just dirt, then don't worry about it. If it's like a little bug or something.
Yeah, they're little bugs.
But what my point is that are you going to want to go grind those down to the extent of having them be gone? Because if that keeps on going, you have something that might impede the surface of your cab.
Yeah,
He
you might
said
not
that
want to grind
they're
into a
bugs and he
pocket.
wants to keep them.
Yeah, if you want to keep them.
Because if they're
Okay.
bugs,
Just careful on the final wheels.
They might be druzy in there.
Yeah, just careful with
clean out.
carrying over contamination on the final wheels. Make sure to rinse them real good between each of the last.
Yeah, I got a little bucket here with water, so let me see if I can clean it out, the dirt that's in them.
Did you see this one, Jeff? You were getting set up and ready. This is the one I'm doing today.
Oh, that's pretty. What's that?
I can't wait.
It's a crazy lace.
I've never seen crazy lace with those colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a bubble. They called it bubble.
Bubble lace.
Yeah.
So here's a
Well,
question for you guys about crazy lace. So the crazy lace is supposed to be from Chihuahua, but we know that there's stuff
Heard that yesterday.
that is like crazy lace from all over the world, right? Because it's just
Yes.
fortification kind of botryoidal madness.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
crazy lace is a TM basically for the stuff from Chihuahua. So, how do you guys handle the the nomenclature for all of the other quote unquote laces out there? Because apparently crazy lace is really just from Chihuahua.
Yeah, I assume you bring this up because of the Discord discussion yesterday.
Oh, was there one? Because I
Oh
didn't even
yeah, that
see
was.
that.
So I didn't actually know that, and I was educated on that yesterday on Discord and told that, and I had no
Ah.
idea. I was like, oh, that's
I missed that
really
too.
interesting. I'd never heard that. Because I've always called the stuff I have from Utah crazy lace, and it looks just like the stuff from Mexico, and people even sell it as that mistakenly from Utah sometimes. They like get it from rockhounds and estate sales in Utah and be like, oh, look, it's Mexican crazy lace, but it's actually the Utah stuff.
well, they call this Somerville crazy lace.
Yeah. So apparently crazy lace is a trademark
And then you got
from the
West
place in
Australian
Mexico.
crazy lace.
Yeah, Patricia's saying Somerville agates looks similar to crazy lace, and we know that there's some haunted ridge material that comes really darn close, and some areas right around there actually that have some stuff that's almost as good as Laguna lace. Now you notice, like with Laguna, they just call it Laguna lace and not anything with the cray cray in there, and I think that
Yeah.
that has something to do with the TM.
Yeah, maybe they already went through some drama with that or something.
Yeah, possibly. I just was wondering, and I wasn't trying to set you up there, Rufo, because I had no idea that there was already a discussion about this stuff. I was
Yep.
just wondering because I've got a bunch of cray lace from all different places that I've been working on lately, and then when I started, like, okay, well, I got to buckle down and make sure that I give provenance to each one of these. I was like, oh, the names matter. So
Yeah, so I guess it's just coincidence, but I just learned that yesterday. That's funny.
As far as the stuff from Mexico, you've got crazy lace, and you've got bubble lace, ice candle lace. Those are the three that I know of from Mexico.
yeah, so like lace isn't a problem, apparently. You can go with the lace part. It's just that, it can't
The logo part.
have yeah, the you have to come up with a different diagnosis for yours.
Somebody let me know if this is going to be too loud.
Oh yeah, and you can always, like, if you're working on the metal wheels, which usually is, you can always mute yourself and then unmute when you want to talk, because yeah, that tends to be the loud thing.
Yeah, I'm about to mute and start this cab. I was just looking for my stopwatch. I was gonna try and
Okay,
time myself doing it, but I guess I'll just look at the clock. It's 5:09. I'm gonna get
I
started.
don't see where to mute.
Oh, it's just a little mic button. Just click mic on your screen.
It should be at the bottom. And
Oh, there it is.
yeah.
I scrolled down to where I couldn't see it. Okay, I'm going to mute.
All right.
Sorry,
So
I was
go ahead.
re-grooving. I was sorry if you heard weird noises. I accidentally ground the groove off of my cab, so I had to put it back.
Oh no. Your cab has to have its groove on. Yeah. So if you guys are just jumping in, and did I say hello to you, Wisconsin? I saw you come in a bit ago, but we were in the throes of conversation, so I don't know if I thought it or if I actually said it. Don't you hate it when you do that? And so we've got Prairie Girl Rocks over there cutting stuff, and hopefully she'll show us stuff when stuff gets cut to the extent that we can see what's what. And then we've got Rufotris with the cray cray. Oh, here we go. Here we go with the Prairie Girl Rocks. What are we looking at here?
I don't know. This is some stuff that Bison's mom picked up down in Arizona.
Woo. That looks
at the rock
like
shop
some
in Arizona.
florally goodness.
Yeah, and it's dry right
Nice.
now. You can see it when it's wet. Get
it wet.
Here's the ender.
Oh yeah, I like it. Love those islands in
Yeah,
there.
me too. Very pretty stuff.
Nom nom.
Yeah, and now I'm just kind of going through some other stuff. I have a bunch of super organic fossil-y things.
Ooh. Yay.
And I'm trying to decide which one of these is going to meet the choppa. So I've got a couple candidates, and you saw me here just a minute ago with my Optivisor on, kind of having a look. And I'm pulling just a few more. I've got a basket over here, and I'm just kind of making sure I'm not missing a golden opportunity here for something that once was living, maybe a nod to the cab contest, whether I actually finish a cab or not. I'd like to at least cut some organic stuff while you guys are working on your organic cabs, your fossils or your pet woods or whatever it is you're doing out there. So I'm cutting stuff with fossils in it. That's my nod to the challenge. Whether I get all the way through it or not, at least I partook in the cutting of.
Indeed.
All right. And Silverback is wondering what size saw you've got going on there, Allison.
Why did I go brain dead all of a sudden? It's 12.
12-inch saw,
12
Silverback.
inch.
So she's chewing on
I
those
wonder what that's like.
what like up to about 5.5-inch rocks.
Yeah, they're about. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Of course, if it's a little thinner one direction, we can go a little longer the other way, or if it's a little, so yeah, about.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think, oh, that'll fit right in the saw, and then you go to put it in there, and there's like no way, it just won't. No matter how many wedges you use, or like, it just won't go in there. So sometimes you think you got it made, and it's just a struggle ride. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it chews up some pretty big rocks.
Yeah, I mean, if you hold up a dollar, think about
Right.
most of that dollar, and you can be cutting that rock. And so,
Yeah, easy.
yeah, that's I've got the 10-inch,
Well,
and
here's
I'm surprised at what I can get stuck on that. Yeah,
a coffee cup for reference in my vise.
right.
So coffee cup in reference to my blade there.
And so
I mean,
yeah, big rocks. And so Silverback is trying to decide between a 12 and a 14. And if I'll start to weigh in, and then y'all can chatter in also. But I would say get the biggest saw that you can afford. Period. You can
100%.
always get a trimmer and do like other small things, but like try not to limit yourself. What do you think, Allison?
yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Grab what you can afford, or have room for. That's the other issue, because gosh, we would all have enormous rock saws if it was allowed in city limits and stuff, but so yeah, what you have room for, what you can afford, and then take into consideration, like oil saws are kind of messy. Water saws, you can kind of get away with running those in the house with a towel or a shower curtain drape or something. So what kind of cutting are you going to be doing? Do you want something you can kind of just hobby about with, or do you want something that's set up and permanent? So, but yeah, get what you can afford for sure. You won't regret it.
Anybody else want to weigh in on that? I agree. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
basically all I
say
wanted to
that
add.
Oh, okay. Ma, why don't you go, and then Rufo can go.
I was just gonna say that, yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna regret getting too big of a saw. And I think no matter what size saw you get, you're always gonna want a bigger one. So yeah, get the biggest one that you can afford when you're wanting to finally like make that leap. And then you can always save up for more if you want a bigger one, right? Like I don't think I've ever heard anyone say, I wish I bought a smaller saw.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is like the necessity for a trim saw. And so what Silverback is saying is that they already have a 24 and a between 6 and 7 inch saw. So we got a trim saw there, and we've got a,
Yeah,
a Mongo size saw there. And that's kind of where I'm at too. I've got a 10 and a 20, and I would love to have a 14 or a 16, because it's like some stuff is just not big enough to put on the 20, and it's too big to put on my 10. And so I
right.
gotta, and I can trim with my 10 all day, and it's just a water saw, whereas I don't have to deal with the oil and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I would love to have a 14 or a 16. So Rufo, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I had nothing to add. I was saying, yeah, Allison said everything I was gonna. Yeah, so nothing.
Gotcha. Um, all right. Um, Wisconsin was like, "Well, when can I join?" And I offered to send a link if you'd like to work along with us. And Wisconsin is in their semi driving right now, and so I don't know if you're going to be doing
So next time,
lapidary right now. Yeah. But you're definitely invited. Everybody is. It's just that, I just need to know that you want to be a participant, and I'll send you a link that'll get you in. And so that's for y'all to know in the future, is that I try to sort of make it known that I'm ramping one of these guys up. This was very impromptu, just given that Mr. Kyle wasn't going to be going live today, and
Who?
we're yeah, exactly. We don't
what?
even know that
Where's
the
Kyle?
wizard, the wizard of Ob, we weren't sure about, and so we just decided, okay, well, the fallback plan is that we're going to hang out and do an open studio, since we all know that we're going to be working anywho, and we did want to
Exactly.
see Jeff's, the new wheels. That's always exciting, and what everybody is working on this fine Mother's Day. And Lava Bison says a 12-inch hasn't disappointed us often, so depends on the rock sizes you typically get a hold of. And bigger saw means bigger, heavier rock to work, but that sounds like a challenge accepted. And yeah, it's not that much. I feel like between the 12-inch and the 14, that you wouldn't necessarily be that's not that much more oil that you'd have to buy, so that wouldn't be the deal breaker. The saw blades are going to be slightly more expensive for the 14 each time, but you can cut all the rocks that you could cut on a 12 with the 14, and the ones that you can't.
And the big
So
boys.
yeah, that's my only rationale there.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
works for me.
Man, I thought that took me forever. That took 9 minutes, and I thought it seemed like I was going really slow. And I only realized when I took it off that was my really old 180 grit, not my brand new one.
Ah,
I was like, why is this going so slow? This must be a tough agate. Nope, it was
wow.
not.
And yet I gotta admit, like, I usually spend a ton more time than that when I'm doing the flat lap. So you're a superstar, because
Well,
I'm a dork.
I'm gonna be using my metal discs up through at least 600 or 1200 grit, and even through the 600, they'd still do some shaping. So you can kind of work through the metals really fast, and then just jump back and do a few smoothing discs.
Gotcha. Yeah, I try to spend however much time needs to happen with all of that shaping, and get that out of the system. And hopefully, as you're going along, you can be methodical enough to not have to backtrack. But that's always not an option either. Like, that the stone has other plans for you and your time. You
Yeah.
just never know. And you are just cooking right now. You're already to the orangey red. Like, I don't even know what colors these are. Like, the high tech, like, they went for interesting colors like green and stuff with their
Yeah, it's like they were like, what's in stock right now? And that's what they went with.
yeah. They bought the colors that nobody else wanted.
Right. They probably got a bulk discount.
Yeah, right. But yeah, you are just blazing along.
Yeah, this
That's awesome.
particular shape, if I don't have any curves at all, you can do them really quickly because you're not having to shape the edges. You can just roll them. And so I can do it very, very fast. For me.
Nice. Right. Yeah, I have a feeling we probably take about the same amount of time absorption. I just will camp out so long,
Yep,
so pathetically
me
long.
too. Me too.
And there is the happy sound of people working, and I love it. We've got Jennifer over here, and she just landed. She's going through garnet pay dirt from Allison. How cool is that? Hey,
Nice.
Jennifer, do you want to come on and sort with your camera on? And if not, I'm just so happy. I'm so delighted that you can be working alongside us anyway. But let me know because we can always put you up on here too. And
That'd be fun.
yeah. And what I've got going on over here, you see some of my layout of stuff, like general stuff, and then I'm actually wrapping a cray cray bezel right now. And then I'm
Ooh,
also
beautiful.
yeah, that one's going to be super fun. I've got plans. I got plans. Wow, is everybody seeing how pixelated that is? It's like YouTube doesn't want to deal with all of the wild detail going on. Maybe
I
I
just
can
thought it
hold
might
that.
be. Oh, there you
No,
go.
it's not. Yeah, I think that everything needs to settle. It's kind of like the Willy
That's
Wonka
beautiful.
thing. Um, yeah, when the person like gets minimized or whatever and all pixelated. And so yeah, this is some of the cray cray from Turtle, and I'm getting ready to set this particular cabochon. So I'm wrapping it in the bezel wire. You can see that I'm just shaping it right now, and I've been doing that while we've all been talking. And then we'll pair it probably. I'll bring this back in so that you can see the hues. So there are the
It's so
hues that we've
pretty.
got going on. I love this so much. There we go. And then if you see just past it to the gemstones in the distance, I'm probably going to pair it with one of the fire opals because
Oh man,
yeah, it's got
that's
that
gonna
color
look
going
great.
on. So excited to like kind of play with the gems and then of course play with the design that will go with it. And then I've got like I said behind me, I have what I'm really supposed to be working on is a bracelet that's right there. And I just set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones in it, and it just needs to get polished. But I realized for this live stream that perhaps it might not be the best thing if I'm wearing all of my personal protection because I'm supposed to be like, hosting y'all.
Oh,
I
So,
oh,
keep
that.
popping mine off to talk. My face is all sweaty now because I'm wearing my respirator doing that.
yeah, we would all be Darth Vaderin, like yeah. And so instead of that, I thought maybe I should just wrap bezel and watch what you guys are doing.
Oh, I'm still just looking. But I wanted to know, I had to step away to take care of my dog for a second. Jennifer, how's it going? Are you finding anything?
And
Is it juicy
she
pay dirt?
she says, "Someday I'll be brave, but not today. Thanks for the invite." Well, absolutely,
Oh,
Jennifer. And believe all of us, I think we can all en masse say that it is quite the leap to jump on and put your like self in front of the camera in any way, shape, or form, even your hands. And then once you do it, you're like, "Ha, I'm still alive." It's okay. So we encourage you whenever you're ready to jump off that cliff. I'll be there a pushing. So we're there for you. And are we have you decided on which conglomerate of tasty fossils we get to chew on?
I have not decided yet. No.
Aw.
Maybe another cup of tea will help me decide.
There we go. What kind of tea are we drinking today?
Earl Grey and some of the kids' homemade honey.
Oh gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it
Earl
doesn't get
Grey
no
hot.
sweeter than that.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I loved when you were talking about the bees and your Montana honey. That was awesome. Yeah. That's
Yes.
special. And, with all the colony collapses that we have going on, it's so awesome to have, a bunch of bees come up on you and, want to stake the claim at home or wherever. Do you guys usually have hives going on?
My kids do out at their grandma's.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
How many have you got going?
They have they did, I think, 20 last year or the year before and decided that was just a bit too much. So they downsized to just a little, but I think they still are running at least 10 hives.
Whew. Yeah, that's a
So,
lot. That's a lot
yeah.
to bring through the winter.
Yeah.
That's a bit
Yeah.
of keep.
And I always love hearing their stories when they come home and they're like, Dad got stung right in the armpit today, Mom. And I'm like,
The bees know. They do.
they got him right between the fingers, Mom.
Oh man, these are
secretly sick and twisted side of me secretly gets a kick out of that. Like, tell
It's
me
a-
every time your dad gets stung in a terrible spot, please. So
Yeah, and it's funny. My dad has bees in the valley, and we actually had bees out here for a little while. We got adopted by a hive that became 3 hives for a while. We never, like my dad and us, never have been stung. Just never have, and we don't wear we wore ridiculous bee outfits like the first few times
yep.
dealing with them, and then after that, it was like. They kind of figure it out. Like, they're like, yeah, we like you. My dad talks to them.
Yeah. Well, and I'm fairly confident that we've all been stung way more often, like running through the sprinkler as a kid or, any of those other than beekeeping activities is when most of us get stung, we've all been stung out keeping bees and doing bee things. But I swear more times than not, you got stung when you were, like I say, running through the sprinkler as a kid or something.
Oh yeah,
on one or something, But yeah, they're. It depends on what time of the year it is, and there's ways to kind of calm them down. So, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that if you're calm, if you know that you're going in there going I'm your friend.
Yep.
I'm good. You're
Yep.
good. I'm good. You're
Yep.
calm. And they don't trip on you at all.
Nope.
It's when you're afraid is like that. It's like that little kid. Bees know when you're afraid or whatever. They can smell
They
fear.
can smell your fear.
Yeah, exactly. That
And
is
it makes them
100% true. Yeah.
It makes them rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah. And so
Yeah, no, it's really good honey out here. It's really light. A lot of it is off the clover, and so it makes some of the best honey.
this is also true. We were at the hot springs on the way home from the Sunstones, and we happened to meet some really cool people there. And one of the people was from Montana. And we were all just a soaking and a chatting. And these people were just landing for a little music festival, and we were just passing through. And this person needed a harmonica that we just so happened to have one. And we're like, dude, come on over to our camp. We'll give you a harmonica because, we can get another one. But there's not a harmonica in about 200 miles from here.
Not right now.
Right? Yeah. And so
This
we're
is
like,
it.
yeah, you can have it. And dude was like, wow, I brought this jar of Montana honey out to share, and it's yours. And so we relished on the Montana honey. It was the best tasting honey, and worth every bit of a harmonica.
Yeah, I bet. That was
A
a good
really
trade.
good trade.
A really good trade. I love that. That's a great story.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's like totally the type of thing that happens in a remote hot spring too.
Absolutely.
You make
You
more
got it.
friends out
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
middle
for
of
sure.
nowhere.
Out in the, for sure.
Yeah, because if you find somebody else there, they got to be like people, Who else is going to be out there?
No one else in their right mind is out there. Just those
Yeah,
of
right.
us who are in our left
Exactly.
minds.
Yep, we were definitely in left mind mode. And Kid Curry is saying, "Don't ever pay for organic honey." Is your point that it's all organic? Is that kind of what you're trying to say?
I think there's honestly, there's several beekeepers in the rock community.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got a few friends, two here in California, and A3 Sky Warrior, friend of the channel. He sends out honey, and he just sent out 2 bottles to me. I've been enjoying that stuff quite a bit.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better than real honey. I mean, it's all real, but fresh, unfettered, and especially if you know where what flowers it came from. Like I love meadow foam. Like that
I'm
stuff is so good.
not entirely sure that it's all real, Karen. Some of that stuff in the store might not be real.
No, if it's not real honey, it's not real. Yeah, that's a really good point. They say
But-
that you could be paying for sweetened corn syrup.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
it tastes like that to me, but I'm pretty spoiled.
the metrics say something like 3 to 4 times the amount of honey is sold than is produced each year.
Yeah.
Scary.
It's kind of like olive oil. Like I think that they say that a lot of the olive oil is a scam too. And so you just gotta know your bees. Like know
Yes.
somebody who has them.
Know your local beekeeper.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about supporting that stuff. And
then anything that they do sell in the store has to be pasteurized. Has to be.
Yep.
And when you pasteurize your honey, it changes it, and it's not. It makes the shelf life better, but it just takes all the good stuff out of it.
Yeah, agree. And I don't know about anybody else that is here, but I used to buy and I still do for all intents and purposes, but I turned out having some really bad allergies when I was still back in Tucson, and I'd buy the local honey and the local bee pollen and consume it, and my allergies went away. Like I was
neat.
allergic to the only 2 flowering trees in Tucson, like the Palo Verde and I'm trying to remember the other one, mesquite. And so if you're like allergic to those, you can't go outside. Like those are the only trees that exist there. Everything else is like a cactus. And I actually, they say, and it probably works differently for everybody, but that it can really handle your allergies if you have the local honey for the local pollen.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. And so Sir Roxalot is saying, my honey buns aren't honey?
Definitely not.
Yeah, there's like air quotes applied to, I think that. And Dad's
Honey
Rocks
flavoring.
a bit. Yeah. Dad's Rocks welcome in, and that be the Phil. And so good to see you. And let's see. I know I missed a bit over here going down the our chat. Thanks for hanging out. AL Gold Prospecting is here. I'm trying to upload my video for the 4th time. If it works, it will air in 2 hours as a premiere. And so everybody definitely go and check out AL Gold's premiere if they can get it uploaded. And I don't know, like it does seem like YouTube can be kind of fidgety these days. Really, Allison?
Yeah, sorry. Like I say, I kind of got to keep an eye on my dog today. She needs a little extra care. I'll be right back.
Oh, sure. And so also what we'll be keeping an eye open for, and if anybody wants to help out with this, we are going to take an intermission if we have AZRE Rockhound Expeditions, those guys, Brian and Julie, if they go on, we'll go ahead and take an intermission. And so I'm trying to actually, I should be keeping an eye open for
They're
if they are going.
scheduled.
So they are
6:30.
scheduled. Oh,
Yeah, 6:30.
6:30.
Oh,
Okay, great.
6:30.
So we will be on for another hour, and then those guys will take over. So that'll be a great segue. And then I'm not entirely sure, just dependent on what you guys are doing and your projects, we might even end cap on the other side of those guys and show off anybody's stuff that they finished. And so you guys can all kind of meander through your thoughts whether or not you'd like to do that, and we can plan a bookend perhaps.
That'd
You
be
guys can
fun.
let me know. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah,
Muzz down.
I'm challenging myself to finish this well before that, but I'm still possibly down, but no promises, because I may go cook some dinner and stuff and hang out with the wifey and whatnot.
Anybody
Oh,
out
yeah.
there who was doing anything they weren't supposed to, I probably just jump scared the living crap out of you, didn't I? Oh, sorry about that.
Is your puppy okay? Is everything all right?
Yeah, she's okay. She's not okay, but she is okay. I mean, define okay. Yeah, no. She's been licking at her cancer bumps, and it's definitely not helpful. And if she would not lick them, that would be really good. And sometimes if I'm not paying attention, she'll get all like into it, and she needs a little reminder not to do it. So
Oh yeah.
it's just
Right
reminding
on.
her not to do that.
Isn't she part cattle dog?
Well, the gal who had her before me, they found her underneath of a like bridge or something to that effect kind of story with a litter of pups.
Oh.
So she brought her and the pups home and took her in, and she kept one of the pups, and her son kept another one of the pups, and she found homes for the rest of the dogs, and she kept her forever, right? Well, then she passed away, and her son was like, hey, mom's dog needs a home. Like, I can't have 4 dogs. I'll keep her other dog, but this one, like, I think she'd rather be a one and only kind of dog in the house. So I was like, we'll give it a try. So nobody really knows what she is or how old she is, but it is speculated that she's Cooley, which is the Australian Shepherd.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, because she does seem cattle dog to me, like the times that I've seen her.
Yeah.
And those guys love having hobbies. Like, they're not the hobbies you necessarily want them to have.
Yeah.
But, like, they'll make a hobby out of, like, chewing on themselves and whatever. Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
so far it has not been her hobby, but it's like it's her new thing this last couple of days. So
Yeah.
all right, she needs to go outside, and I need to go make sure. Oh nope, she's gonna eat. Never mind. I'll keep an eye on her until she lays back
Just
down.
kidding.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the this fossil rocket. Not that it matters to you guys. This one. So we'll see. It's fossily on the outside. We'll see if it goes all the way through.
All right. Yeah, we can see it past you there in the vise, and so this is exciting.
Anyway. I was super focused on what I was doing, and then looked up and was like, ah!
Yeah, gotta love that. All right, and so we'll check back in with that, and we've got Rufo showing us some beautiful Dopping skills,
Ooh.
dancing, and yeah, that's a nice looking cray. I love it. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Nice job.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I was muted for the sounds.
Absolutely. And so Silverback is saying some good size rocks need cutting. Also working on a saw to cut about 24-inch wide by 36 by 48 long. Good Lord, that
Holy
sounds
moly.
huge. Wow. What material is that? Like, you've got my attention. That sounds huge. Yeah, yeah. And so, like back in the conversation, heavy rocks. My gosh. I would love to know what kind of specimen is that big that you get to play with, because that's going to be some drop dead yummy stuff. Somebody brought me a fossil that looked like it was some kind of a, I kid you not, it was bent. It was petrified, but it looked like it was bent before it petrified. It looked like petrified, like,
Whoa.
yeah, like some kind of a seaweed or something. I mean, it was so wild looking, but stone, this block of stone that they had found, and it was from Washington, was about like, I would say maybe a foot by a foot and a half. And I was like, yeah, I can't, at the time I only had a 10. And I was like, I can't
Yeah.
cut that for you, but I am looking for a bigger saw. And the person was like, well, if you ever get a bigger saw, I would just love for you to cut this. I'm so curious about it. And I've always endeavored to want to do like the thin section thing. And so I was like, yeah, if I cut it, I could get you some thin sections. We could find out what the heck this weird creature is that you've got inside this petrified boulder. And I lost their card. So hey, if you're
Oh
that
no.
person and you're listening, I have a big saw now. I could cut your stuff. And so yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a heartache. Like I just got the saw. Like I actually was in possession of this rock for a little while when I had the art gallery. He had brought it into the art gallery, and I was like, yeah, I'll get you a slice off of this as soon as I can get a big saw. And I gave it back when I closed the gallery, and then I think it was maybe just a
Oh.
year or two later, yeah, I ended up with the 20, and I was like, where is that card? So like I said, if you're listening, I have a big saw now, so send it back my way. I'd love to play with that thing. And it was purple. There were like purples and blues and whites, and then some browns and some ochre yellows in this petrification. I mean,
Oh,
it was
nice.
gorgeous with these flowing bent, I'm not sure what's like, I have never seen anything like it, but it looked more like something that would come from the ocean than something that
Right.
would be on terra firma and got,
That's what my brain was like imagining, is some sort of oceanic little,
yeah,
just, yeah, something like a
Yeah.
crinoids or something.
yeah, exactly. Like that it would be
Brain
some
not
kind of
working.
sea. Yeah, me too. I was trying to think of like the different kinds of seagrass that we have out here, like the sea palms and stuff like that. That's really what it looks like. And crinoids would be,
Cool.
part of that echinoid jamboree. And so Mr. Turtle was wondering, "Ma is blazed?" And
Yeah,
I'm
I don't. Where
wondering,
is he getting this from? Oh
I don't
crap! You come to
know.
me and I drop my stone.
That's great.
Did we catch that, camera guy?
Right.
It was
We
literally the second you did it.
I'm sorry. We
It's okay.
we've got timing
But
tonight.
Ma is never blazed. Let's just put it that way. Ever.
Are you talking about like the fact that her lighting is making her wheel look very bright? Is that the blazing that
Yeah,
we're
we'll go
talking
with
about?
that.
Like an
That's what he
exposure?
Yeah,
meant.
definitely.
Interesting. And
May
Brenda Bloom is saying, oh, you can give it to your pets for allergies as well. Did
hmm,
not know that. That's so cool. And we're
my dogs
sticking
don't
on
need
the
that
honey.
sugar.
Are your dogs diabetic?
No, they're just hyper. They're 13
Oh,
and they act like puppies still.
uh-huh. Well, you have kettle dogs as well.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we know what that entails, and we knew what we were getting into when we decided to get them, right? Because, oh
yeah.
my gosh, they are like a handful no matter how prepared you are. Like they're
May
always
I
so much.
may I ask for the spotlight for a sec so I can use the macro?
Absolutely. Oh
So
yeah.
this is only 600 grit. At
Wow.
600 grit, it's taken a pretty good polish, but I wanted to use the macro because I was seeing. Oh, there's one. Boop.
Oh, you're drawing. I was like, what are those little black things in there?
Yeah, me too. What is that inclusion that he has? That's crazy.
Are you
Spice
Yeah,
finding
Girl
scratches
Break.
or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some grit that's a little lower than the 600. That's a little druzy, or a little pocket opening up. That's a pit. But some of those were scratches, and so I was just trying to mark my actual scratch areas. Make sure I work those down again real
I've
quick
done that.
here. Super handy. Sometimes I'll sit there and just coat the stone with Sharpie and work it down until all the Sharpie's gone.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Whatever works for you.
He's totally. I'm just like the crazy, like look like a steampunk person with like a loop in one eye, and I just keep
Yeah.
on I keep on looping right around that grit. That mesh is where I end up.
Right around 6?
Y'all
Is
are
that what you have?
aligned. Yeah, you and Ma are on the same
Oh
mesh.
no, I'm on 9. I mean, I'm on 3009. What am I talking about? I'm
Oh,
on the
you're
last disc
okay.
until,
Okay. I really did think that
yeah, until
the lighting was blazing you out.
well, it is orange, and like most people's are kind of a more tan color for some reason. My
Yeah.
3000 is orange as well.
Yeah, mine was definitely more of a like beige kind of color. So that is
Yeah.
pretty
Out of
cool.
curiosity, in your camera settings, have you both turned off the auto filter so that it's more natural colors? Because there's an auto filter that makes it more skin tone colors, and it favors skin tone, and it actually auto corrects things it thinks are supposed to be skin tone.
I
So
have no idea.
yeah, there's a setting on your camera. I'll share it on the Discord, but
Please do.
it's very handy, especially taking pictures of minerals. I turned it off a while ago, and it made a huge difference.
Oh, that's a
Actually,
I
good
don't know. I mean,
idea.
yeah, I
if
posted.
I'll try it, but I don't feel like I've had a lot of trouble with most things getting it a good representation of eye, but
Yeah,
I'll
I
definitely
posted a
check it
few
out.
examples on Discord, and I'll show you guys later. But the contrast, like right next to each other, one with the setting on and one off, it like purples and blues and yellows, they all just change.
Huh.
And yeah, anyway,
I don't know,
thought
like
I'd share.
that's just what my disc looks like is bright ass orange. I don't know.
Yeah. And Brenda is saying we have a Malinois, which is 100 times more cattle dog. I hear you. Like those guys are so freaking smart, man. They'll be playing chess with you all day. And Soul, it's so good to see you. And I think that she was going to join, except for I think she fell asleep. And so I hope that you're doing well. And if you want a husky, she says, test run with a border collie. I think that is good sound advice for sure. Because like huskies are border collies that like to talk a lot. And have probably even more energy, or like maybe all of the huskies that I've known are tricksters, man. They definitely have like this mischievous wild hair. That's
I think
looking
we
pretty
got.
good.
Man,
Oh, there's a
Oh,
little
there
bit
it
right
is.
there.
Yeah. Out there. Yeah,
Is
just
center
hitting
not
it.
domed enough? That's domey. Oh, it almost looks like it. I don't know. No, it looks pretty domey. Yeah,
just
just gotta
tell
hit
me.
it a little more. Right there.
That's
Yeah,
just turning off so pretty. Like I love the framing of the crazy, and then also the shape. That's gonna be great.
I had to go freeform. I didn't want to lose any more. Like, I didn't want to shape it down into a triangle and lose anything at all in there.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, I
Didn't want to
think
see
that
a triangle.
some of the freeforms really like they will invite so much more creativity with the way that the jewelry maker gets to make a design around them. You know, like I don't think that it's a bad thing at all.
Yeah. Oh, and on the border collie comment, yeah, I've had border collies and I've had friends with huskies. A friend with a husky is as close as I need to a husky.
Right? Yeah, there's
Friend with a
some
husky.
definite dogs. And I saw something about more I thought about the honey, but maybe not so much. And Mr.
My
Turtle,
hand's gonna be in the way. I just can't help it. Sorry.
it's all good. Thank you so much
It
for
has to
hanging
be.
out, Silverback, and good luck with your saw shopping. And definitely keep us informed as to what you end up with. It would be fun to see what you end up getting. And okay, here's a report back from Jennifer. Score. I have found 30 plus garnets from micro to a couple big ones from that bag from Prairie Girl. So that is so ripping. We'll pop this over here. Yay!
That's awesome. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, definitely. Congrats on that, Jennifer. I think that kind of rock hounding is so much fun. So we will pop on over, see how Jeff's doing. And he is still on the second
Ooh, that's looking
metal
great.
wheel. And yeah, definitely getting a nice cab. That has lost a lot of weight. And it looks like we got through the pockets of whatever that was in those two little vuglets. Yep.
It looks
Yeah.
great.
Oh, that's
Don't
great. Thank you,
It
Jeff.
looks so good, Jeff.
say don't forget to unmute yourself. I couldn't hear Jeff.
Right. Hopefully Jeff knows. I wonder if I can unmute him. Nope.
Yeah, you
Only
can.
if you were the
Oh, you
one
can.
who muted him.
Gotcha. Oh, there he
Yeah,
is.
I
I
changed
guess that makes
plans.
sense.
I changed plans because I was going to leave it kind of a facet along the edge, angled, like you got the girdle, and then I was going to have another kind of angle coming up, and then rounded on top of that. And it was just going to be too thick. And I had Vicky come look at it, and she's like, "I can't wrap that. It's going to be too thick." So I went back to Will 2 to kind of shape it down a little bit.
Gotcha. That is looking really good. And what a lovely shape you have going on there.
Yeah, I got a little angle on this side. I got to straighten that out, but
Beautiful. Well, thank you.
thanks.
All right. And let's see. We'll pop this on over here to back to Rufo. How are we
Yep.
doing?
I was just rinsing this disc and gonna change it over to the 1200. So making some
Oh,
progress.
cool. Yeah.
I'm a little behind what I thought I could get done in this. Let's see, I started at 5:10, so I've been going for 44 minutes, but not bad. I might hit my 1 hour cab mark.
I think that would be phenomenal. On a cab machine, I often take about 1 hour, and that's on a cab machine. And so on the flat lap, I'm much longer than that. And so you are like a pit crew at the Indy, races. So that is looking really good.
I mean, on 600,
Fantastic.
I can't believe how much of a shine that one has.
Oh yeah.
Might not even, I don't know. Actually, no, definitely gonna hit all the other wheels. I'm not gonna skip
Oh yeah.
any. I want it
Yeah.
to be perfect.
Oh, for sure. That's going to be a superstar of a cabochon. Very, very nice.
And look at that pretty brand new 1200.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, it seems like with the high-tech diamond pads there. Like it's that one and up as far as grits go that will get the contamination.
Yep. So
And
I'm about to go
so
rinse my stone right now. I'm gonna go wash it real
yeah,
well. I'll be right back.
absolutely. And so it's nice to see a new one, and it's also it's so amazing when you get a fresh one how quickly it does the job. Whereas from there and up, as far as the grits go, you definitely experience. I think that the performance doesn't keep up as much very quick. And so we have a nice oily piece of fossil material. What are we looking at?
Well, there's a friend right there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I saw one on this side too.
Little crinoid friend.
Little swirlies up in here. Oh, it's barely focused enough to see it because it's super fine detail. But yeah,
Yeah.
they're in there. You can definitely see that one that I just sliced right through the middle of.
Oh, that is so great. I like the coloring. Is it pretty true on our camera that you've
Yeah,
got some
not bad.
yellow
It's
and
kind of a
greenish?
blue gray and a yellow gray. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. That'll be nice in your microscope.
Yes. Yes, not as pretty as I hoped it would be, like maybe for making a cab or something, but definitely will be fun under the scope. Yep. So not all
Oh, yeah.
wasted there. But yeah,
Right
we gotta
on.
cut something prettier for jewelry. I mean, you never know unless you cut it, but
Yep.
I think we can do better for jewelry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like under the microscope action all day. That'll
Yes,
be
for
super cool.
sure. For sure.
And I'm excited that you're into forums now. Like,
Yeah,
welcome to the dark side.
I kind of think I find a lot of those in my rocks.
Oh, for sure.
There was another word, forums, and they were also tiny little
Forinifera,
guys. What are they?
foraminifera,
Foraminifera. Yeah.
Yeah,
foraminifera. Thank you.
foraminifera, and there was another word.
Diatoms?
Yeah, maybe some diatoms. I wonder if we don't find some diatoms in some of my rocks too.
Yep. Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
So yeah, when I had Grayson over here the other day and I was looking at him, I was like, I think some of these, especially the ones that we need the microscope to see, might be foraminifera. And then when we looked up foraminifera, diatoms came up too, and I was like, or these little guys kind of look like these guys too, don't they? So
Yeah, yeah, and there's another term that I'm not thinking of as well that I know for sure that Theo has found these little guys in some of the fossil material where he's finding the shark's teeth and that sort of thing in the Montana area as well. And so that is so exciting. The rock hounding on the micro level is
Oh,
so
man.
appealing. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, that is so exciting.
Pretty cool stories written in these rocks.
Heck yeah. And you guys have much older stuff than I get to look at. And so that's really, really neat too.
Yeah, well, but the neat thing from your perspective, though, is that some of these things resemble things that are still alive and live in your area.
Yeah.
That don't live in my area. So I look at some of these things and I'm like, it's a coral. 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 And I call everything a coral, even though I'm so not right. Like there's bryozoans and sponges. And I'm like, looks like a coral. So, yeah, learning to differentiate some of these little critters when I have no idea. They're super foreign to me anyway. It just extra makes them super foreign when you're looking at them under a microscope. You're like, what in the Dr. Seuss?
Oh, that is exactly bang on, Allison. It is so Dr. Seuss land. We know where he got his material.
Yes, we do.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we do. I swear I see a who in there.
We've got Horton and the Who, like, and Yertle, all of them are just like cavorting around in the rock. And
yes.
what I think is really interesting about the foraminifera is that for each epoch, they will be present or will have died off. And so if you find certain foraminifera in your rock, you can date it due to who's present. Like
That's
they
cool.
are, yeah.
I
And
haven't got
so
that far into them yet. I've just like, I just love them is all. I haven't started dating them yet. Or like I've seen the diagrams of like.
you haven't started dating.
Oh,
You're
yeah, I
not
love them
that
from
far in the
afar, not in a creepy
relationship.
way, but I'll start dating them soon, I'm sure.
Simply just like had coffee and chatted.
No,
Wow.
I haven't done that yet, right, Rufo? We're just getting acquainted. So, yeah, I've seen the diagrams and the of all the little pictures, and they name them and stuff. And I could sit down and start comparing and maybe start figuring some of them out, but I haven't got there yet. So far, I'm just still like, let's look at them under the microscope. Aren't they cool? So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And that's plenty. I mean, there are so many different kinds. Just even, seeing how many different kinds is just a mind blow enough without knowing what they are. It's
Yeah.
just so
Yeah. I'll just group them. They're foraminifera. There we go.
boom.
Boom. Mic
Yeah.
drop. Boom.
All good. All right. And it looks like Mr. Turtle might be able to jump in with us after the intermission, which would be really cool. And I'll see, I'm going to go ahead and pace along to see if that's what's going to happen. And Aaron, thank you so much for joining us. And you had stated before what a great idea to have multiple lapidary aspects going on at the same time. We are just so pleased to be able to work and hang out with y'all at the same time. So we just have you on in our studios to have a look at some of the different stuff that we just happen to be doing. So we've got like the flat laps 2 times over. We've got the cutting going on over there with Ellison, and we have Jeff with the wheels on a caber. And we've got a loaf of fossil right here.
Loaf of a little death loaf.
Death loaf.
I think I just finished up the 1200 wheel.
Sweet.
Man, that is. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Look
That's
at
shiny.
this. Well, yeah, Karen, have them look at it.
It is so pretty.
That is so great.
Love her.
Yeah, that's shiny. That LED don't lie.
There is a slight hardness
Well done.
difference.
I haven't
love
met
I
any
love the depth in there.
cray lace that doesn't have undercutting because of the different fortifications. It's just kind of a deal with it. Has anybody else? I'll ask that
Nope.
question. Does anybody know of some cray?
It's always there.
Okay.
Right.
It's not just me. Okay.
All right. So 45 minutes. Wait, when did I start? 5:10 to 6:04. I mean, I don't know that I even needs 3,000. I think I'm gonna hit it with the felt pad, but I might skip 3K because I don't know. I might not need it.
I've never skipped anything.
Oh, please.
Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why
My
it takes me
pad-
so long to do everything.
But see, my pads go up to 100K. I don't know if you have up to the 100K.
Nah, just
I go- I
deciding
do
where your
cerium.
polish goes.
I
Yeah.
do cerium on a felt.
Yeah.
And that's just going to be dictated differently by each material what it wants. There is definitely a stopping point that does make sense.
Oh yes. You can absolutely over polish many materials. In fact, I have some turquoise that if you go up to 3K, it looks horrible. In fact, some of them at like 1200, it start to questionably get more dull. But at like 600, they seem perfect. And if you do 600 in Zam, they look amazing. But then if you hit 1200 or 3000, they dull up.
For sure. Yeah, you get some egg, or no, not egg, orange peel, and like some pilling, and all kinds of things can start happening at the higher grits that you definitely don't need to put your materials through for sure. And so that's part of the artistry, I believe, is being able to know when to stop. And so
Indeed.
I think that Patricia just wanted to have a look, and my camera's going to settle in here in a moment. It's all like
Oh, that flinch.
a little freaked out about the
quick change there.
yeah. Well, I think how much I was offering it to look at, and so it's just settling its pixels now. And so, whoa, see, these aren't like I have to kind of hold it up at an angle for the camera to see it right. But let me see if I
Uh-oh.
can treat you to a little bit. What's the
Oh, that
uh-oh,
flint.
Ma?
I was looking
Uh,
at the TV and it went back in time and your rocks all started slipping down the board.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so we've there we go. We just decided to see what we're looking at.
Oh,
And so we've
man.
got some Ohio flint, we've got some cray lace, we've
Yeah, you
got
do.
ACRE, agate, we've got some gem field on there, we've got some some of the thunder egg that Ma's working on, some of the pride A up there at the top, some
Beautiful.
stuff
I'm done,
from
by the way.
what's that? You done?
I'm completely done. I'm just sitting here.
Woo! Nice. Got some marcasite, got some dendrite, got some fossil over there, the honeycomb that I just polished. We got some muzz wood right there. Boop, boop, boop,
Where?
boop,
Oh,
boop,
yeah,
boop.
there it is.
That one. Next to some graveyard, next to some labradorite. Yeah, I can't move it very far in that direction, I guess. There we go. Some Gary
Oh, that's
Green
beautiful. What a
and
beautiful
some
display.
uh um yeah,
Yeah, what's the
ocean,
blue stuff?
and that is actually some shadokite, I believe, that I got from Brian 775, and
That's pretty
it's
material.
freaking awesome. Here, let me pick it up because I want to play with it. This worked out so good. I thought I was going to need to stabilize, but I went ahead and tried a piece just by itself, and
That shine is nice.
it's so stunning that my yeah, it's actually so it's quartz and the azurite, like chrysocolla, um and I can't remember what he said that the black stuff is, but his friend had access to this. You can see it's got a little undercutting. You can see that little bit of texture there.
Oh,
But
sure. But that's to be
holy
expected.
buckets, you guys. It's
Yeah, that's
so
lovely.
good. Yeah, I love this so much. And I was thinking of I'm going to do the appetite myself, but here's some like appetite that, just for instance, you can see the
Oh, yeah.
pairing of
There
appetite
you
with
go.
it. That's not going to be ugly.
No,
So I'm
A
gonna
nice.
little.
I'm gonna try not to make something ugly out of it with that. It's gonna be so fun. And then my piece of appetite here that goes with this yellow is also gonna happen. I just have to
Oh, come
facet it.
on.
You remember?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're doing that. And then that piece that I was trying to like I got this far. I was supposed to be like soldering and doing the whole thing, but I have a shape. That's good.
Good job.
It's more fun to hang out with you guys than to actually get my work done. And then, that, like I said, and then probably I'm thinking one of these guys, or I have one wandering around here that is
Oh, yeah.
also a triangle.
Oh,
Focus.
yeah.
Ka-chow. But
That's
like
beautiful.
maybe a triangle might be nice on top of
I'm
there.
never going to argue with a triangle.
Like that could be cool.
Yeah,
What do
that
you
would be
guys think?
beautiful.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Do we?
Do it. So, anyways, that's what, like, I'm playing pretend while you guys are actually doing. Like, I'm just like making
Well,
plans.
look at all that
I
you've
mean,
already done right there. Like,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
And I'm with Ma. I'm already done now, so I'm just not doing anymore.
Well, we're creeping up on the Brian and Julie show, so this is like actually perfect that we're kind of like, getting
Yeah.
our projects done in perfect time. And yeah, let's have a look at what Mutt has made here. And Mr. Turtle, oh no, please forgive me. I thought I was live, but I was actually an hour and a half behind. Oh, he started from the beginning, but he was here in the live with us in real time. So welcome to the future, Mr. Turtle. And that is beautiful. So this is, what kind of moss agate do we have here? Oh no, she froze. All
I
right.
don't remember. A little bit that was
Oh,
just,
there we go.
what?
Go ahead.
There was just a little bit of something left over, and I sadly misplaced its label, and I have no idea. You tell me. Anybody know?
It looks mossy to
And
me.
then,
Like Maury,
yeah, it's mossy. I know it's mossy. I just don't know what kind of mossy.
it kind of looks
And
Maury-ish to
then
me.
maybe. I don't know. I haven't. The only other stuff I've had of that though had red in it too, so I don't think that's it. But hey, who knows? And then there's the Friday stuff.
Oh yeah. That's nice.
There we go.
Very
So
nice.
nice.
Yeah, I'd be of no help because even if it came from me, I'd probably not know
That's
where it came from.
Yeah,
I have a ton of
I
moss
feel
from
ya.
everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is, in some ways it's different. And then in other ways, like I see some and somebody's like, "Oh yeah, this is from, the from Sri Lanka or wherever," and it looks just like Maury, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay. Could have sworn that was local." So I don't know.
yeah. I don't have any idea, but sure.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So that yeah, those are done. I just dropped that in there, so now I've got to put that back in the ultrasonic cleaner
Yeah.
because of course I dropped it.
Ah,
It's
and
okay, I just
I'll
dropped a
mute
rock
so you don't
too.
have to listen to that.
yeah, we all, yes, we're all such good rock droppers here for sure. And let's go back
Uh,
over here. I want to see that
yeah, I'll show
again.
my
Yeah.
finished one off.
Yes, please.
So,
Oh, that is so delightful.
yeah, at first it looks like there's some scratches, but it's just that undercutting. You can see the circles of the banding just
Oh
ever
yeah.
so slightly different in the light there.
Yeah, those turn out to be so cool under the microscope too. I think you're gonna probably have a really good time with that under the scope,
Oh yeah.
Rufo. Yeah,
And if we come back tonight,
Yeah,
if
that's gorgeous.
I make it in, I'll put it under the scope, but like I
that
said, I'll
would be
probably
a
be hanging
blast.
out with my wife, so
Yeah, all good. All good. Either way, it's been such a pleasure to watch that come to life.
ooh,
That
and
is
you know what?
so good.
I didn't think about it. Shall we check?
Yes.
Ooh,
Ooh,
What do you
maybe
cool.
take some of the front light off.
Definitely have some translucency there. Yoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, that's
pretty?
wild. Very cool.
Fun.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Nice. I don't think there's any UV, but I guess it doesn't hurt to check real quick.
I guess when you take the break, I can make some jewelry and show that when I come back. If I have time
Yeah,
to
yeah.
finish it, that is.
Yeah.
No promises. We'll see what happens on the other end of those guys. I think it would be really cool to come back after the intermission, and I'm gonna check to see what I've got going on as well, and we'll see if we can all convene on the other side of it. But yeah, that is like, look at how much is going on in there. That is just spectacular. Very, very
I love
cool.
it. I
Love
love
it.
those Orbeez so much.
Gorgeous.
Hi,
All right. And
Julie.
you've got a little something something there, don't you?
Yeah,
Oh
I kept
yeah.
just the little guy.
Oh
And
yeah.
this one's a lot prettier inside.
Oh yeah. What is the little guy? Do we know?
It's littler guys inside.
Oh, okay. So we have
Sure.
another death loaf.
Yes, another death loaf.
But it's like more of a
Little
death
death
bun.
slice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so covered in oil. It's hard to get the right angle.
Oh yeah, but you
You
can
can see
see
one
there's a
right
lot
there.
going on in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the graffiti from them.
Yeah, like rah. Yeah.
Totally.
So yeah, like I say, it was just a little stone. So, but that'd be a good little cab start.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it looks like Julie just wandered on in here. Good to see you, Julie. And we are going to be wrapping it up before y'all go live. So we'll be watching you guys. If somebody wants to pop up the
Gotcha.
link to their live, that would be super rad because that's going to be happening here in about 14 minutes. And yay. We can't wait to hear the update on your travels. That'll be exciting.
There's the
They
link.
have on the members side of the channel, they have a video of them traveling and lots of looping, and it's just really easy on the eyes. So go check that out. It looks greetings, Brian. Good to see you, and happy Mother's Day to all y'all as well. Those of you who have moms. I mean, we all do, so that makes all of you. And oh, it looks like we've got whoops. There we go. Bring Jeff up. Hey Jeff, that's looking really good.
That looks great.
This is on the through the 1200.
Oh my gosh,
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's really pretty.
Dude, is this like your third cab or something?
Second.
You should be very proud of
See,
yourself.
come on, look at that. That's amazing.
Yeah, you're doing great. Knew you would, and you're still breaking in those wheels. It just gets easier and easier. So
Got a dull
yeah,
spot right there on this edge.
you're kicking ass. Nice.
There's a
Yeah,
little dull spot right there.
Seriously.
easy to fix.
It's so impressive, Jeff.
Yeah, that's really good.
I just wonder if I need to go back one or two
When
wheels.
you see something like that, yeah, I'd go back immediately, like just jump back one wheel and hit that spot, see if it changes that spot. If not, you may need to go back an additional wheel.
It's
Just
already
be glad you
shining
don't have
up
to change
good.
this.
So
Yeah, you might just need to go back one wheel and hit that spot a little bit and then back to your 1200.
that little tip got a little bit off on the girdle, a little bit lower
No,
right
dude,
there.
that's so good. Especially for, yeah, I mean, yeah, see, you're seeing like you're nitpicking yourself, but seriously, like considering that this is your second cab, that's it's so impressive. You're a natural.
Yeah, let me send you some pictures of not
And that,
not to degrade anyone. They're not in the community, but I know someone who's made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cabs, and each one still looks like most people's first. So, those look
Oh,
amazing.
there you go.
hmm
Yeah,
And
you've
to be
got the eye for
perfectly
it, Jeff.
honest, if Vicky's gonna wire wrap it, she doesn't care if the girdle's perfect or not.
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
she'll wire wrap this.
Yep. She don't
Yep.
even need a
Oh, it's gonna
girdle.
look great.
So
Nope. Girl doesn't need a girdle.
she does not.
I guess
She'll
I'll
make it
go back a
beautiful
little bit
without.
for that little edge right there. Let me go back.
Right on. Well, we're going to probably be wrapping up here so that we can hand it over to the AZRE Jeff or Julie and Brian show. And so, Rock the Rick, did I say hi to you earlier? Because I saw you, and it was another thing where I think I thought it, but I didn't say it out loud. So, hi, Rock the Rick. Thank you so much for coming. And do you have some parting words before we break away for the show, Allison?
Happy Mother's Day, and in a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind, a burdock hound.
I love that. And yeah, my mom and I were like singing along with your song on Wednesday. It was so cool. Like, you rock.
Right.
Thanks so much for hanging out. And
yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And do you think that you'll be able to catch us on the flip side if we do the thing?
I'll try to. I hope so. Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
cool.
see. Yeah,
We've
yeah.
got a tentative maybe from probably everybody.
That's perfect for how
Right?
we roll.
That is so how we roll.
That's perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Allison. And Ma, thank
Hello.
you. Yeah. We're just
I'm
looking
like,
at your
don't look.
bathtub. Yeah.
Yeah, look at something pretty.
Okay, bring us something pretty to look at, and thank you for hanging out with us. Do you have some parting words before we hopefully hang out a little bit later?
I'm really proud of Jeff, and I'm really excited for him. And I love all of you guys, and you're awesome. That's all I've got to say. And I'm down
Perfect.
to come back.
All right. And thank you. And so we've got oh gosh, yeah, I don't even want to look away. Thank you, Ma. And
You're
we've
welcome.
got Rufo is already like charging on to the next stone, which is gorgeousness.
Yep, I'm going to be
Oh, that's
working
so
some more
pretty.
Arizona material while I watch them.
Fantastic. Wow, look at that mossy ochre. Oh my gosh. Oh, I
Uh,
love it.
there's like a little
Yeah, that's
plasma
so pretty.
in there.
Heck yeah. That is so beautiful. Oh,
Yeah,
as far as Brian and Julie go, I would be so like just tickled to see the stuff you dig out of the ground become so pretty like that. That is just such a neat way to honor like their claims, just to just present
yeah.
the
Oh,
material that way.
oh,
Oh yeah,
look at
that
that.
dense orange moss. Oh my gosh.
It is outrageously gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's
So
gonna be a good one.
I guess my words of wisdom would be don't forget to keep one eye on the ground for those rocks and one eye in the sky for those meteors. And if you find that hard, well, I guess you should learn how to go cross-eyed a little better.
That sounds great.
High
And
five for the win.
yeah, we've got the big thumbs up from Allison on that one for sure. uh, Wiser words, I don't think, can be had. That's definitely a good way to go. One eyeball up, one eyeball down. And it looks like Jeff was saying that in the trying to turn the camera around ended up kicking yourself out. Hopefully you can come back with us a little bit later, but thank you so much for hanging out with us and showing us that beautiful cab that you have going on. And like I said, it's only going to get easier from here. That machine's going to break in, and so are you. You are already off to such a stellar start. You are so stoked. And so thank you. And let's see, I just noticed that it looks like the chivalrous knight just entered. Thank you so much for coming. We're wrapping it up, but we're gonna go and hang out with Brian and Julie over at the AZRE um, live stream that they're going to have, and then we might see you again on the flip side where we might bookend this with some more of our projects. Although I'm really impressed how everybody kind of finished. Now I have to get to work. And uh, we get to see Rufo's face. Hello, there he is. He turned the camera around. You can smile, it's okay. Oh,
Just
you're
because I was
gonna
gonna wave by.
all right. I'll take you down then. Aw. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on with us and hanging out. We're gonna have a great time with the AZRE people. Thank you, Mr. Turtle Montana and Mr. Chubby Hubby for hanging out. Of course, Jeff for being one of our guests. Our a beautiful guest that we have on should hold up the other hand. All of those beautifuls, Allison, Ma, Rufotris, and Jeff, and y'all that can join us later. That would be great. We will see you guys. And so I'll say bye for now, and we will see you over on the live stream. Cheers.
I posted the
And
link one more
Bye.
time.
yeah, no, thank you so much for the links. And we won't do credits tonight. We'll just say ta-ta for now. Cheers.
Bye, everyone.